Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Now, this video is going to be a custom figure showcase. This is based on the Netflix series Daredevil, and the show ended almost 3 years ago, which is quite crazy. I can't believe it's been that long, but I recently just finished watching it, got the time, sat down, and binged it, and it was fun. I really liked it, and it's totally worth it if you're allowed to watch it. But two of these figures are not really custom per se. One of them you can make entirely from parts from different sets. The other one requires a little bit of customization, and the third figure is all new, like all painted, things like that. I think you can probably tell which is which, but I'm going to be showing you each of these figures separately because, well, they just look really cool. First up, we have the Kingpin, also known as Wilson Fisk. Now, I think I made a video maybe 2 or 3 months ago showcasing different Lego blocks that I didn't put out in videos. So one of them was a Daredevil display, and it came with, and I showcased this figure and also the next figure you're going to see. And so if you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you may recognize this figure. But it's actually really simple to make, and you don't even need that many parts. So what you need is, if you want to make this exact figure, you need 3 sets. The first set you're going to need is the Hans Christian Andersen set, which is retired. You're not going to be able to get that. It's really rare. Well, not rare, but like, it's not easy to find. But you can always just use another suit torso to make this. Now for the arms, I gave him cufflinks from the Penguin chase in the Lego Batman movie. So you don't have to use this. You can easily just use plain black arms, but I wanted to give him the cufflinks because that's like a big thing in his, like his dad's cufflinks. That's like something he really enjoys. So I thought I'd put them here because they looked cool. Now the face, I have 2 choices you can go, I went with. There's a third choice that you could go, which is a lot more accurate, where the actor who plays Wilson Fisk, Vincent D'Onofrio, he also played a character in Jurassic World. I'll put a picture of the Lego minifigure on screen, but that one has a beard, so if you could, like, erase the beard off, then that would be the perfect face, because it's got all the facial features that Vincent D'Onofrio has. But if you don't have that set, you can always go with the angry clone head, or what seems to be a little bit less aggressive, if I can get this head out, is using the Superman or Lex Luthor or Bruce Wayne head. Now it is a little bit dull. Both of these faces are dull. I mean, they look like Wilson Fisk, but they're just really plain and so common that they just don't look unique. So you can also go with that Jurassic World head that I told you about. But yeah, Wilson Fisk is just a very basic character, but he did turn out pretty cool. We've got Black Suit Daredevil, which I think turned out really cool. This was the first custom that I made. Well, not really custom, but like first attempt at making custom figures that like very basic. The next one, which the last figure that I'm going to show you, is probably my best version of a custom figure. But this was also in the Daredevil display video thing, and I think it looks pretty cool. So for the head, I'm using the angry clone because I think that mouth looks really good. But I've just covered it up with black Sharpie. You can either do this with Sharpie or acrylic paints. Whatever you want, go. It's just you need black to cover it up. And you can even add some white in there, but I don't think there are any white Sharpies, and I don't have any white acrylic paint, so I just left it black. For the legs, you're going to need the Peter Quill or Gamora from the 2017 Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Milano. I think that's what it's called, because I like it because of the straps. It reminds me a lot of a Season 1 appearance, not a Season 3, but just, it looks really good. for the torso, you're actually going to need the First Order Battle Pack, which is pretty insane. So what you do is you pop off the arms, flip the torso around, pop it back on. I just took a piece of electrical tape to cover up the back, but you can see a little bit there. You can see the officer's torso. Then for the arms, I went with light bluish gray. You can also go with white, but then I covered the tips of the arm with red, looking like blood. And then there used to be blood dripping from his mouth, but I think it wore off. But I think this figure is pretty cool. I would like to revisit it, but overall, it's a really nice figure that I've made. This figure is probably the one that you wanted to see the most in this video, and this is the red Suit Daredevil. Now, I am not good at making customs, so the torso is actually a little bit smudged up. Didn't turn out like I wanted it to. The legs look alright, they're also smudged up, but they at least turned out better. But I think this figure with its helmet, this is the first time I tried making new molds, which was really interesting. And also I made the Billy Club. This is the first time I made a custom accessory for a figure. Usually I just used a plain accessory. This time I went on my way to make the custom Billy clubs, but I put them in nunchuck mode because I think that looks the best. So before I talk about the helmet, let me talk about the torso. So he's got some shoulder pads on the side. The torso is covered in acrylic paint, and it's got a lot of detailing. The legs are really nice. He's got the strap for his billy clubs, and then on the back he's got some very simple detailing. Not really good, but still think it turned out fine. Then for the face underneath, it's very basic, using the same face as Wilson Fisk, except this time he's covered it up and it looks a lot cleaner. I mean, the back side isn't like, the reason it's not covered on the top is because the helmet's in the way, but I think it turned out really cool. But now for the helmet. Now what I did was, I forgot to finish painting the helmet, but I still think it turned out really nice. So what I did was I took the Flash helmet, which you can get pretty cheap. I think on Bricklink it's like $1 or $2, so it's not that difficult. Then what I did was I shaved off the ears and then sanded down so that it gets a nice smooth look. Then I took some clay, not really like porcelain clay, but like modeling clay that you would use for figures. I think I didn't use like green stuff or Procreate clay. I just used this eraser clay that I found inside a box, and I know it's not as hard as I would like it to be, but it is looking really good. And then the paint just stuck really well on it, and I think it turned out really nice. So then what I did was I just took some Sharpie and I covered up and did the detailing. I did mess up, so I had to do a second coat. That's why the paint is not going all the way over. It was covered up. But I think this helmet turned out really nice. Sometimes you do have to point it up because it does start sagging down, but it does look really cool. Now the nunchucks, or the billy clubs, now they aren't actually attached, so I'm gonna have to keep them in his hands while I'm showing it. So what I did was I took a flexi tube and cut them down to about 3 studs, which is what most people use billy clubs for. Then I took a Lego string and then cut it up and put it in there, and it looks really good. Then I just painted up the tips, and billy clubs turn out really nice. So you can take your Daredevil, then take your other Daredevil, and then Wilson Fisk, and now you've got the final battle in season 3. So I think my figures turned out really nice. I think I'll edit them little by little just to make them look cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing. But overall, this was definitely a fun, fun figures to make. I really like Daredevil. I really like the character, the story. Like, pretty much everything about Daredevil is really good, and I just wanted to make something from it because I'm really fond of the show. So made some figures, and for the first time making custom figures with paint and things like that. I think they turned out really good. But I want to know what you guys think of my figures in the description or in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite. They all are great in their own way, and I want to know what you think is the best one. So let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. We're really close to hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube, so let's see if we can hit 100 subscribers by our 1-year anniversary, which is May 27th. Even if we don't, I'm still going to make a 1-year anniversary video, which is going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want to see that. It's been a blast making YouTube videos. I just really enjoy all this stuff. And then especially when switching to making Lego videos, everyone is really like kind and supportive of my decision to switch to Lego. And I think it turned out like making Lego videos, I'm enjoying making videos much more. I did enjoy making gaming videos, but now with Lego videos, I can actually show off things that I've made instead of just making a gameplay clip and uploading it to YouTube. And it's something unique, something that I make on my own. So let me know what you think, if you're excited for the 1-year anniversary. See you in the next video. Hope you have a great day, and goodbye.